Happy late evening, ladies and gents. Okay, so Emily is here to talk about how she got recruited to do paparazzi. I know I've given you some little details about this, but I'm going to give you more in depth. So it was January 2018 when my old college roommate reached out to me. I had already been a customer of hers for a couple of months, okay? And she wanted to reach out to me and ask me if I could help her reach director. I had no clue what that meant. You know, I wasn't very familiar with MLMs, and yes, I have a runny nose. I wasn't familiar with MLMs. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, oh, okay, I can help out this friend. And since, she told me, this was her sales pitch to me. You've spent $100 with me. Why don't you sign up and get a discount? How many of us have heard that? Yeah. How many of us have heard that line? How many of us got duped into joining paparazzi by hearing that line? All right. I know for a fact because the one person that had spent more than $100 with me, I said, hey, you spent more than $100 with me. Do you want to sign up and get a starter kit so you can get the discount and buy it for yourself? And she said, no, I'd rather support you. After that, I left it alone. I was like, okay. And the only reason I reached out to her and asked her that is because my upline was putting pressure on me to recruit. Okay. So, back to the beginning. She asked me to join so she could reach director. She only needed one more person to join her so she could reach director. Now, here's my mindset. Here is where I was in my life in this time frame. My husband and I had relocated to Washington a year before. We had just bought our condo, the one I'm filming in right now, and we were fixing it up. And I was working at a day spa. I didn't have a lot of friends up here. I still don't. It's very isolating up here sometimes. And I'm a very people-y person. I have to be around people. Now, granted, I love Dave. He's the best. And, we've had a lot of togetherness the last year and a half thanks to COVID. Right, babe? Mm-hmm. So, I like to be around people. I like to help people. I am a natural salesperson. I was a realtor back in Utah. And I figured it would be a natural fit. Now, when we first moved up here, LuLaRoe was at the height of its game. Okay? And my LuLaRoe lady kept trying to get me to join her team and sell LuLaRoe. But we lived in this dinky little apartment. And I just remember before we moved up here and I went shopping in her house, how much shit she had in her house. It was like stuffed to the gills. And I couldn't believe how much crap she had in her house. And I went shopping at her house because I wanted to buy some clothes. But I didn't sign up for LuLaRoe because I was like, where the hell would I store all this stuff? So, using my logic and reasoning, which was flawed, and I admit that it was totally flawed, I signed up to join paparazzi to help my friend reach director, which she did. Okay? She's no longer active too, by the way. My sponsor is no longer active. So, I got started with paparazzi. I followed the blog that I read in the video where I'm eating pizza and giggling and making lots of weird faces because I swear to you, I was high when I made that video, and I honestly don't remember making that video, but I did. And I posted it to YouTube, so yeah, there we go. So I did my live unboxing of my kit, and I followed to the letter her suggestions to make this my business. Okay? I got a website. I got a web store. I set up a VIP group on Facebook. I set up a business page on Facebook. I started to annoy everybody I knew about my paparazzi business. Ridiculous. I was hounding everybody I knew and alienated so many people from my life. I regret that now. And all I can ask is, if you were my friend once and I alienated you because of that stupid MLM, please forgive me and come back. Because I have since learned my lesson as I eat my nachos Bel Grande from Taco Bell. Alright. So, did my live unboxing. Followed Team Aim High's suggestions. Went to the encyclopedia and watched what worked and what didn't. And I literally did. I copied what the people in my team group were doing, including getting a web store, setting up a Shopify account, doing all that stuff. That was work, a lot of work. And I was working full-time at a spa as an assistant manager and doing paparazzi as a side hustle. And it started to weigh on me, and it became too much. On top of that, the owner of the spa kept screwing me over. So I was supposed to go to a women's show, a pregnancy women's show for the spa to promote the spa and sell memberships to the spa. But at the last minute, even though I had made gift bags and made arrangements for one of the massage therapists to come with me to do chair massages to help sell the spa, at the last minute, the owner decided that I wasn't going to go and someone else was going to go. That was my final straw with the owner of that spa. After he did that, after I had put some of my own money into it to, get ready to promote his business, he screwed me over. So I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I was working 60 plus hours a week for him, and then I was doing my side hustle. So yeah, I quit. And then I put all my focus into the side hustle, and that's when the pressure really, really started for me. Because the upline knew that I wasn't working my full-time job anymore, so she was really focusing on me getting recruits. And I wouldn't do it. Then, because I wasn't doing recruits, she was sending out the team emails and encouraging all of us on the team to shoot for Life of the Party Gold. Why Life of the Party Gold? Because when you hit Life of the Party Gold, you get double hostess rewards in every order. Well, we all know from one of my first videos on my channel, hostess rewards are crap. No one bought. That they're throwing in a box and trying to pass it off to you as a hostess reward. But we all know that's a bunch of BS. Sorry, I'm hungry. So, after, gosh, that was in July. And then August came, and my sales picked up a little bit in August. But then I was told to ramp things up and get ready for the holidays because my sales were going to skyrocket during the holidays. And they didn't. My sales during the holidays went down. In fact, the trend on my web store, my best sales day was right before Halloween because I had a whole bunch of Halloween Starlit Shimmer stuff. And that sold out really fast. But after that, sales just went. And then my husband and I went on a Rhine River cruise, which was really nice. And then we came home from the river cruise. And then we were heading to Australia next. And then COVID hit. And the reason I came home from that vacation, I was like, no one's going to need jewelry. It's not an essential item. This is not sustainable. I need to get my living room back. My health is going into the freaking toilet. So I submitted my resignation letter and I quit. And because of the massive amounts of jewelry I had in my house and the massive amounts of credit card debt that I had to pay off, yeah, I went balls to the walls crazy and discounted everything and tried to get out of my house. But it was after that that the upline sent out an email or made a post on her page to everyone telling them, don't do this. Don't discount your jewelry. You're undercutting everybody else. I would rather stay on the right side of compliance. In fact, I'm going to pull it up and read it because it's hilarious. And I'm not using the new software because I honestly don't have the patience to deal with it today. And I'm sorry about that, but I just don't. So, so let me find this lovely thing here. I had it earlier. I'll show it later. Anyway, she was very adamant and mad that I was undercutting everybody else and selling at a discount. Well, that was my prerogative. The FTC was on my side. In fact, I even posted the case from the FTC that stated it was my product. I could do what I want with it. And that paparazzi couldn't dictate what I did with the inventory that I had, that I owned. It was mine. And they couldn't dictate what I could or could not do with it, even though in their own policies and procedures, they want you to dispose of it, throwing it away. But I hated when I was told, give this away, do giveaways. I always hated, do giveaways, you'll get more customers. No, you don't. You get a lot of looky-loos and people that want to get free stuff. But you never got a new customer from a giveaway. So my giveaways were with people who were actively participating in my lives, and if they won a prize, they had to pay for shipping to get it, because I wasn't going to not only give away inventory and pay for the shipping for them to get it. If they wanted their prize, they had to pay to get it, just like most companies. My chips are getting soggy. So that was how it went. So that's how I was recruited into paparazzi. The mindset where I was lonely, I was homebound, I was dealing with I was newly diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I had just been laid off of the job I loved and got the job at the spa, and I wasn't in a good place mentally. And then this hit, and it spiraled me into another place not good mentally. So, I mean, I kick myself every day for the mistake I made doing this. And I'm mad at myself for doing it. But you live and you learn. So now I'm just making sure that my story's out there. So someone hears my story, hears the sales pitch, and thinks twice about it instead of saying, oh, that sounds good. I should probably do that. No, don't. Don't do it. If someone tries to pitch you to join an MLM, run far, 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 far away. Otherwise, take your money, wipe your butt with it, and flush it down the toilet, because that's what you're doing if you join an MLM. Unless you get in at the ground floor and it's just a new startup and it's not Black Oxygen Organics. If you don't get in at the ground floor, you're not going to make money. And honestly, do you honestly want to say that you feel good duping women out of hard-earned money? Because that is what the uplines are doing. They are taking your hard-earned money with every purchase you make. They're getting a cut of it, and their income is dependent on your spending. So if you stop spending, it affects their income. If you quit, it affects their income, which is why they're always pushing for you to reach life of the party bronze or gold or silver or diamond or whatever the fuck ever. And that's the other reason why they're always like, hey, our team's really close to being a jet setter or a Lux jet setter or black diamond or whatever. They are, not you. They are about to go up in the next rank in the commission tree, and they are going to make a lot more money off of everybody below them. I do not see you making money. In fact, like all the statistics show, 97% of people who join an MLM are going to lose money. You have better odds playing the roulette table at a casino than you do in an MLM. And I can honestly say that's true. I have won more in jackpots at a casino than I ever made doing paparazzi. So don't waste your money doing this. Don't let someone talk you into something. If you see red flags, trust your gut and pay attention to those things and do homework outside of the box that they tell you to do your homework in. Look outside of their propaganda machine. Go someplace other than their website. If you want to know the truth about what's happening in a certain MLM, go to Reddit. Type in the MLM's name and read every single post that comes up under that MLM. Those are things I wish I would have done before I signed up to join paparazzi. And today is their Pink Friday, where if you are a consultant and you buy $100 worth of stuff this year, you're getting a special bag full of swag. Really? Why can't they just send their consultants a Christmas gift as a thank you for being a consultant for over a year? No, instead you're going to get those shitty shitty ornaments, lead-based ornaments with paparazzi on it with the year. I gave all of mine away, but I got like 30 of those ugly things. But, just look outside the box. Don't make the same mistake I made. Learn from others, and I'm trying to be as transparent and honest and real as I can be. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, I fucked up. Don't make the same mistake I did. Now I'm going to go enjoy my nachos. Have a good night, everyone.